Stories are the reasons why we stick to our guns. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I will tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, this week's story is by Crispin Oduobok, and it's titled, My Sister Needs a Baby, and We Want You to Be the Father. You take the call with a smile. You like the person who is calling. You know them from the NGO communications circle. Good vibes. Great attitude. They have an offer for you. It's a temporary job. 3 months. Maybe one extension. Possibility of some travel around the country. You're happy they made the call. There will be good networking opportunities there. Maybe more good offers in the future. So there's really no question. You accept on the spot. You know the NGO well. Great reputation. Solid project results. You've written some reports and stories of change for them in the past. And you're glad they asked for you. You say a silent prayer to the man upstairs and thank him for looking out for you. You start next Monday. 5th floor office. Lots of big glass windows. Abuja's central business district is modern and still modernizing, with huge glass, steel, and concrete projects in every direction. Abuja was a military-era idea. And for a while, it seemed like it would be another Nigerian white elephant. Abuja is real. Used to be on signboards on the roads leading to the new Federal Capital Territory. You realize now how that attempt at reassurance only deepened doubts in some quarters. But today, here you are in the very heart of a built-up Abuja, looking out of your office window, taking in all the big building projects within sight. Some completed, some still in progress, and wishing this job will become permanent, but you know the drill. Temporary is temporary. This is a first-name workplace. None of that Dr. This or Dr. That, even though some people here have a couple of PhDs and whatnot. The country head of the NGO is friendly, like virtually everyone else. You mostly see her when she pulls in with her big black American SUV. Donor-funded. No identifying insignia. And it's a good look. You're glad you've always taken care of your car. A fresh paint job every 2 years. A new set of Michelin tires every 3. The engine still sounds great, and the interior is still neat. Your 2 children are still toddlers, and lucky for you, very well behaved. So, this is not where the story really begins. Let's fast forward 6 years ahead. When you're struggling, the whole world knows. Your car needs some body work. A fresh coat of paint, new tires, and there is some jerkiness between gear changes, which doesn't bode well for the clutch. Or if you're lucky, a transmission fluid change will do the trick. You're aging. Your 3rd child is a riot and has torn up the upholstery of the back seat all by themselves. And you are expecting again. Long story, but there's a certain OBGYN consultant that you would like to punch in the face. And all of that worrying is adding wrinkles to your face. You are smiling less and getting fewer phone calls from friendly folk with good job offers. That is when you are accosted in the parking lot of the National Hospital by the NGO country head and her sister. You say friendly hellos, and you're really glad to see her, though you're a little embarrassed about the present state of your car. But it is what it is. We actually followed you here, she says. So let me get straight to the point. And you light up, anticipating a good job offer. My sister needs a baby and we want you to be the father. Talk about something coming from nowhere. Left field, the Americans call it. You take a second to let it sink in. Then you ask what seems obvious to you. You mean like a sperm donor? The sister smiles. You can call it that, but I prefer it the old-fashioned way. Your shocked expression probably shocks them too. I'll pay you well, she says. 1.5 million for a single birth, 3 million if it's twins, and you will have absolutely no responsibility towards the child. As a matter of fact, you will have to sign an agreement waiving your rights and any claims as a father. There is something too sure, almost flippant about her tone. Like she's used to getting exactly what she wants, right down to the precise firmness and texture of her garri. At first, even in shock, you're a little flattered, but you're soon jaded. You lean back on your car. It is old, yes, but it is yours. And you washed it this morning with your own hands, even if the top is now a bit dusty. You cross your hands on your chest. I'm sorry. I really don't think I can do that. They look at each other as if they never expected that response from you. This is the see finish people talk about, Abi. Is it the money? Okay, name your price. 2.5? You shake your head. Shock has turned to mild amusement. You don't even know anything about me. What if I have some genetic disease or a history of mental illness in my family? The NGO head smiles. Your parents were civil servants and they are both late. You have one brother and 7 sisters. You went to University of A. You work freelance online. Every now and then, you go to your friend H.A.'s office in Wuse 2, where you're listed as an associate partner. XYZ supermarket is where you like to shop. Then you go home. And there's no history of mental illness in your family. As for the generic diseases, the sister pipes up. I know you're just saying that to scare me. Besides, do you know whether I have one or not? In any case, we'll both screen for that and other things, so don't worry. You shake your head again. I'm sorry. I already have enough children. The sister spreads her palms. But you don't have to care for this one. You shake your head some more. Mild amusement turning to indifference. I cannot bring a child into this world and not want to be involved in that child's life. I am sorry. I am not wired that way. The background check you did on my life should have told you that. But you really need the money. And now, your indifference has quickly morphed into annoyance. You need the money, yes. But Abasimbok, not like this. You probably know I used to be a journalist, you say in a strict business voice. What you don't know is that as an acting editor, I turned down a bag full of money to drop a story. And you don't know why that was easy for me to do. It is because as a child, I saw my father throw back an A4 envelope filled with cash to a contractor. I like money, yes, but I like my dignity much more. What little is left of it anyway. You get into your car and drive off. You do not know how to feel about this day. You know that, given your present circumstances, many will call you a big fool for not taking the money. But that doesn't matter. You just hope that wherever he is, your father is proud of you. Why that matters, you don't know. Maybe you need a therapist. It's getting too hot. And the damn AC has stopped working. Crispin Oduobok is a writer and editor who resides in Abuja. He is a communications and advertising practitioner with a journalism background. You can read more of his work on Medium at Crispin Oduobok and on literary websites like Eclectica, 42 Opus, and the East of the Web. You can connect with Crispin on Twitter at Crispin Writes. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and tell a friend that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.